Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nathan Reed-Spruth in association with TherapyGeeks.com. Now, I am going to talk a little bit today about pro-social behavior. Not sure exactly what that means. I'm assuming that means anti-social behavior. It's kind of the opposite of that. So, basically, gamers tend to be seen as antisocial creatures. You know, the crazy nerd who lives in his basement playing video games all day long and doesn't want to go out. Or anything with friends and family and stuff and just wants to kind of be left alone. There was a study recently in which researchers have found that video games do not, and violent games in particular, do not adversely affect pro-social behaviors. And this is a game politics article that I found. I love game politics. Go there all the time. And let me read this article for you. The results of the research conducted by Morgan Tier and Mark Nielsen from the University of Queensland, Australia, concluded that playing violent video games does not diminish pro-social behavior. The results of research was recently published in the journal PLOS One, P-L-O-S-O-N-E. 3 experiments explored the effects of playing different types of games: contemporary, violent, non-violent, and pro-social video games on pro-social behavior as measured by a pen drop task. I don't know what that means. Games played included Grand Theft Auto 4, World of Zoo. I'm assuming they mean World of Goo. Portal, Call of Duty Black Ops, and some classic game titles, probably Mario. At the end of these experiments, researchers came to the following conclusion. Each participant played one of 4 video games for 20 minutes. At the end of the task, a researcher pretended to drop some pens and see how many players would help to pick it up. No matter what game they played, around 40 to 60% of them helped pick up pens at the end of the study. In a second experiment, they found that participants were more likely to help out when they were dropped halfway through the experiment, 75%. And this is a quote right here. We failed to find any evidence that playing video games affects pro-social behavior. Research on the effects of video game plays is significant public interest. The researchers wrote, "It is therefore important that speculation be rigorously tested and findings replicated. Here we fail to substantiate conjecture that playing contemporary violent games will lead to diminished pro-social behavior." Now, of course, this is a bit subjective here because from what it looks like, they didn't have a control group. They didn't have somebody in a lobby who was sitting there and somebody dropped a pen and see if they would help. So it doesn't really show whether or not games in general adversely affect pro-social behavior. But it does show that at least for this brief amount of time, because they only played video games for 20 minutes. It's not like they were there for an hour playing the game or anything. But what I'm thinking is that this test is kind of bogus. Of course, I don't think that video games adversely affect pro-social behavior. I just think that they could have done a better experiment here. I don't trust these that much. Basically because there's no control group, the amount of time that they're given to play the games wasn't enough. They weren't testing the person before and after. They didn't, have another test to see if the person would help. Say somebody's carrying books and, it looks like they have quite a bit, and see if somebody helped, would offer to help them with that or something like that. So there's obviously not enough testing, and I'm thinking that what they need to do is go and do some more testing on this, whether it does antisocial or pro-social behavior. You can go check out the article at PLOS One. I'll put the link below. You can also check out the article on Game Politics. I'll put that link below as well. I just wanted to talk a little bit about this. I thought that maybe it would be a little bit interesting to you guys. But, of course, you're watching me play Sonic Freeriders. Now, that is free today for like the next 16 hours, I think, or 6 hours. I think it says 16 hours on my Steam. Yep. So, yeah, go and play that. It's only, I think it's like $20 right now, maybe less. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go upload this to YouTube. Bye bye.